Good morning. It is Wednesday, April 3rd, and this is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. Coming up, Dr. Ray has some advice for what is likely a common issue for parents with older teens. But first, your local weather in this news. Former President Donald Trump was in Grand Rapids, Michigan yesterday, speaking to supporters. He addressed President Biden, the border, and crime.
If you don't want illegal alien criminals crawling through your windows and ransacking your drawers, then you must vote for the fact that we have to throw crooked Joe Biden out as fast as possible.
Trump vowed to crack down on illegal immigration if he's elected president in November. The former president also spoke on the murder of 25-year-old Ruby Garcia. Authorities say Garcia was shot to death last month in Grand Rapids by her partner who is illegally in the country. A Livonia man is facing a felony charge for reportedly threatening an election official. At a ballot recount in December, Andrew Hess allegedly called for the director of elections in Oakland County to be hanged for treason. He's being prosecuted under a law banning terrorist threats, which could bring a punishment of up to 20 years in prison. Hess's lawyer says the prosecution is politically motivated, and Hess's comments are protected under the First Amendment. Michigan State Police say a 5-year-old child has been shot and killed at a home in Garfield Township near Newaygo. Lieutenant Michelle Robinson says they were called to the home around 3:25 Monday afternoon for the shooting.
Tragically, that child has passed away at this time. It is a very preliminary investigation right now. I don't have a lot of details.
She says they do not know how the gun was accessed, and at this time they don't know who pulled the trigger. Robinson added there is no threat to the public. The Saginaw County Prosecutor's Office has concluded that deadly force was justified in an officer-involved shooting in Bridgeport Township last year. In December, Michigan State Police, U.S. Marshals, the ATF, and the Michigan Department of Corrections attempted to arrest Dion Williams Watson. Watson fired a semi-automatic pistol at officers, who then returned fire. The Saginaw County Prosecutor's Office said it has reviewed witness statements, video, and audio recording of the incident, along with other evidence. Much of northern Michigan is being impacted by blizzard-like conditions this morning. Minor lakeshore flooding and beach erosion is likely along the Lake Superior shoreline today into tonight, from the Porcupine Mountain State Park to the Keweenaw Peninsula, and from Big Bay to Whitefish Point. Marquette and Baraga counties remain under a blizzard warning at this hour. And Michigan is lifting its ban on paid surrogacy agreements. Governor Gretchen Whitmer signed legislation Monday that would legalize compensated surrogacy agreements, where families pay another woman to carry a child they cannot have themselves. The practice was outlawed in Michigan in 1988, and families opting for parental surrogacy were forced to go through an adoption process for their biological children. Michigan was the only state that enforced such a ban. This is Michigan Mornings. Now this.
This is Franciscan Father Greg Friedman for the Catholic Communication Campaign with a message about faithful citizenship. It's easy to vote. Just mark a ballot with a pen or tap an electronic screen. But to prepare to vote, we go back to Jesus and his gospel message. We form our consciences by studying Scripture and church teaching. We embrace those teachings and use our Catholic priorities to evaluate the positions of political parties and candidates. For more, go to faithfulcitizenship.org.
In Detroit, expect mostly cloudy skies today and a chance of showers this afternoon. Highs will be in the mid-40s. Tonight, the rain continues and possibly turns into snow after midnight. Temperatures will dip to the mid-30s. Tomorrow, the rain continues with highs in the upper 40s. Friday will be mostly cloudy with a chance of rain and snow. Highs will be in the mid-40s. And Saturday will be partly cloudy with temperatures in the lower 50s. Today in Saginaw, expect mostly cloudy skies and a chance of showers this afternoon. Highs will be in the mid-40s. Tonight, expect rain with lows in the mid-30s. Tomorrow, snow showers are likely in the morning, turning to rain in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 40s. Friday will be mostly cloudy with a slight chance of rain and snow. Temperatures in the mid-40s. And Saturday looks to be partly cloudy, then clearing with highs in the lower 50s. An emailer recently asked Dr. Ray for some advice on responding to her daughter who is 19 and living at home but wants to spend several days with her boyfriend at college. Here's his answer.
You have every right to say, well, you can't do that. You're not going to go spend several days with your boyfriend living in his room. That's not going to happen. And if she says, well, you don't have a right to tell me, you can say, you're right. You're 19. You can do what you want. Better find a way to get through college, though. If you're going to do that, we're cutting off the money. You have every right to do that if you wish. If it were me, I would. I'd say, no, that's not going to happen. But there's more to it than this. Let's go on. She doesn't think we should have any say in this. Well, of course she doesn't. She wants to do what she wants to do. Of course, as long as you're footing the bills and as long as you are supporting her, even at home. Now, apparently she lives at home and this boyfriend is in college, so therefore she wants to go there. Now, this particular e-person's a few weeks old, so this may have already happened. But I will send a notice to Mom here that the e-person has been aired. Mom says, we don't know how to explain to her why we have a right and responsibility to make decisions about her behavior outside of our home as long as she's living here. Mom, of course you do. Of course you know how. You've explained it. It's not a matter of if you explain it correctly, she'll say, oh, Mother, that makes perfect sense. I've been so stubborn. I've been so obtuse. No, you know perfectly well how to explain it. She doesn't agree. There's no way to explain it if she, at the very bottom of her decision-making process, doesn't agree.
More advice like that is coming up later today on The Doctor Is In with Dr. Ray Guarendi at 1 p.m. here on Ave Maria Radio. An ancient Easter homily says the Easter festival brings the grace of holiness from heaven to men. Through the repeated celebration of the sacred mysteries, they receive the spiritual nourishment of the sacraments. I'm Matthew Handley. That's going to do it for this edition of Michigan Mornings. You can stay connected with me on X at Radio Handley. Lord willing, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.